G'day, it's me Nate, back in the Simon Street Community Garden again. Finally, it's so good to be back here, I can't tell you. But at the same time, I am starting to get pretty tired. These last 2 weeks have been full on. I've just been going flat out with this idea I've had for getting people gardening in their own homes. And I was hoping to work as a team, and it turns out that you kind of end up having to work by yourself. At least with university people, it's quite an apathetic bunch, and it's been quite demotivating at the end of it, which ends up happening to be the case with a lot of the initiatives, or most of the initiatives that I try when I'm trying to engage the community in environmental things. But I'm glad to be back in the garden today anyway. And what have I been doing today? Well, and by the way, one thing I want to add is, that's the philosophy of life, is you can either get demotivated and just give up, or you can pick yourself up and just continue to go one step at a time and try to find your passion in the things that you love. And so I'm back in the garden doing what I love, and trying to rejuvenate myself today. So one good thing is today, it wasn't just me myself in the garden, but we started off doing a compost workshop, and man, we made this premium primo job on the compost. What we did, primo stuff. The bottom layer was a layer of sticks, then we put a layer of leaves and paper, and then a layer of green. So we had lettuce, and we had all sorts of other green produce, which was brought in from local produce suppliers, so grocery stores. Then we had another layer of brown, so we had some cardboard and some paper and more leaves, and we just did that all the way up to the top. And we had some coffee grounds, which is additional green material. Put some compost on the top, activated with a bit of water, and we did the same for this pile. And I can tell you, man, this is like absolutely perfect composition of the compost. And then what else have I been doing? Well, I've been laying out this cardboard I've been collecting for a long time. It's been laid out, but now I've also been extending that bed, which I showed you in a previous video. So you can see the broccolis and the kale and the mesclun lettuce, which I planted in here earlier. And now I'm extending the bed, and this is all a process called sheet mulching. Basically, how do I do my sheet mulch? Well, instead of overthinking it too much, one other very important thing to point out is that is going to be a row for access, whereas this is a path. And you see the difference in the width? This path goes straight through to the compost, and this has to be about, I would say, 3/4 of a meter wide. So really, ideally, a meter wide or so, and that allows access for the wheelbarrow to come through to the compost. This is probably too narrow, but this was my first one, and I'm really keen to just get in there and maximize my space and plant bio-intensively. So I'm also going to put a plank of wood over the top, but what you can't really see is I've actually got two levels. So I've got a plank of wood that I've hammered in here, and also a plank of wood on the other side, which you can't see because it's under some cardboard. But I'm going to place a plank of wood on the top as well, and that'll be between my two beds. And then I've expanded this section of the bed, which is being sheet mulched. The bottom, and what you can see on the edge, which isn't being quite finished, is the bottom layer. Well, you've got the cardboard, your cardboard layer, and then on top of that you've got your layer of leaves, which is a brown material, which is like a mulch. This will act like a mulch. And then this layer, I don't know if you can see, it's different from this. This is my compost, fresh from the compost bay over there. And then on top of that I'll place my premium topsoil. And so that's what I've been up to today. Catch you later. Cheers. Catch you later.